Okay, welcome to the next episode of International Snack Time. I am Donnie, this is my wife Karen, my daughter Elena, and my brothers Shane and Randy.
I'm the handsome one.
So, we got our box of the month, and it says Hindi, and then there's an asterisk that says see inside for explanation, and it's got pictures of some hot air balloons, some mountains, and it looks like a blue turkey. So I'm not sure what that means, so I guess we're going to find out what it is. Hindi, Shane saw that and thought maybe India, which seems like a good guess. But I'm wondering if maybe Hindi is like hello in some other language or something, but we'll find out. So let's open her up. It's turkey. I guess that's why the blue turkey was on there. I don't know if blue turkeys are a thing, so there it is. Welcome to Turkey. You got your little camel on there, and some interesting stuff about Turkey. So, this is our... Well, the Turkey kind of splits the difference between Asia and Europe, so it's kind of like in both categories. So I think, is this our first European?
I think so, yeah.
I think this is our first European box.
I think that's what we asked for last week.
Yeah. So I mean, this is still, it's not really Europe as you think of it. Like Turkey seems more Middle Eastern, Asian type thing, but it's still considered part of Europe depending on who you ask. But let's get into it here. So, I guess we'll do the savory first since those seem to be on the top of the box. So, let's see what we got here.
First. You want to do the
So, we have Crunch, Taco, and Hardal Aromali crisps with mustard taco seasoning. Interesting.
Hope you like mustard. I don't like
Tefas
mustard.
Crunch, and it's got a guy pulling these chips out of a brick oven. So it's interesting. See what's got going on there. I don't know where the mustard comes into it, but.
Alright. So fun fact about this: the reason for the mustard and taco mix is it's symbolizing back in 1927, Turkey and Mexico became best friends by signing a friendship agreement, which is basically in exchange of friendship bracelets. The agreement actually established an important alliance. The countries traded the most coveted goods and set in embassies within each other's borders.
Interesting.
So this is kind of like a unity snack.
Sounds like
So
high school.
It's got a little bit of a little Mexican flavor to the snack, I'm guessing. There you go. Kind of looks like a cross between like a corn chip and like a bugle. Like the Americans know what bugles are.
Yep.
Like those little swirly chip things.
It don't really taste like anything.
No,
Kind of bland.
very bland. There's no taste.
There's very
It's
little
like if you-
seasoning.
It's like if you have ramen without any seasoning.
That's what it does. Like it does. It tastes like ramen noodles, but like in like a chip form. Very little seasoning. It's not bad, but it's just there's no flavor to it. You know?
Yeah, one more. And we're talking about how the leaders in both Turkey and Mexico made a 7,000-mile trek to visit one another.
Well, I mean,
That's a
They
strong
probably
friendship.
flew.
if this was the fruit of that friendship, I'd say they'd be better off, not even being friends with each other because they could have come up with something better than that, I think. But okay, whatever. Moving on. So, looks like the brand of the month is Tefas. So I'm guessing that's a pretty popular snack food brand in Turkey. Every box seems to have snacks from a specific company. Tefas seems to be the popular one so far. The first two snacks are like Tefas. So this is Tambi Ketchup Aromali Misir Kipsi. Ketchup flavored sticks. Ketchup flavored.
They look like French fries.
This could be interesting. Whenever things are flavored, ketchup flavored, you kind of go into it thinking it's not going to be good, and it's kind of mixed reviews. Sometimes they end up good, sometimes they end up bad. So, I guess we'll see what this one ends up like. Oh wow, that smells like ketchup. That smells like straight ketchup. You should get a whiff of this before you taste. You gotta get the aroma. Smell that.
Well, it does.
You go.
That's ketchup.
Oh. Tastes like someone deep fried tomato soup.
It tastes like
That's exactly what it tastes like.
if you like ketchup, that's good. I mean, I like ketchup, but I don't really like it by itself.
You like ketchup to go on stuff. This
Yeah.
just tastes like ketchup. It doesn't taste like ketchup that's on fries or ketchup that's on a burger. It just tastes like you eating ketchup.
At least it tastes like something, so it's better than that one.
If they were trying to get something that tastes like ketchup, they nailed it. But that's it. Just like if you ate a bag of these, it just feel like you were just eating ketchup. Like you squirt the ketchup in the thing and you just eat it. That's just what it tastes
I
like.
like the texture.
Like what Randy said, it tastes like if you condensed tomato soup into these little sticks. It tastes like tomato soup.
And it's saying in the book that the company behind them, the Sipas, the Sipsas, sorry, took inspiration from the popularity of ketchup-flavored snacks across Europe. So, apparently Europe...
That is true. I think that like England or some country like that, they have the Lay's chips that are
Yeah.
ketchup flavored.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
That's where they took a lot of the inspiration from, so...
Okay.
Starting off with two really weird ones, I think. Ketchup and mustard.
Alright, now move on to
Backtrack.
this one.
Make sure you stay with like the chips and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So let's see, we got Tat Crack Kubukakili spicy cracker sticks. I think I pronounced
Spot
that
on.
perfectly.
I'm
So spicy crackers. So look, they got like little peppers on them. So I guess they're just crackers that are flavored with different spices. There you go.
Ooh.
It smells like ramen.
There
I
you
like
go.
ramen. I like ramen so much.
There you go.
That's good. I like that. Got a little bit, tiny bit of a spice.
Don't like it.
Some cheese in there.
Taryn doesn't like it, which means it's probably pretty good.
Mm.
I like it.
Oh. I like those things you get in like the cheese. Like
Yeah.
the little cheese dip thing.
That would be perfect for these if I had like a cheese dip or something, or like, you know, like a French onion dip or something to go with these. But they're good on their own. But like, it'd be really good with some dip. It's pretty good.
It's saying that the flavor that's in these ones, the akili, is Turkey's most iconic flavors, which combines blend of the spices with a hint of cheese.
So that's good. If there's more of that flavor, then I'm looking forward to the rest of this box. Okay. Moving on, we have another bag of potato chips. Looks like.
And that is probably in the first page.
Yep, right here.
The
Ulker crispy tertikli cracker baharatli.
We're butchering this.
Cracker chips with mixed spices. Looks like it's got some basil and some like chili flakes or something. So
Sour cream flakes.
they look like sour cream and onion chips on the bag, but I'm assuming they probably taste
The
different.
spice that they use, it's called baharat.
Ah,
So we don't know what that tastes like, but we'll find out.
Okay, so they're not really chips; they're more crackers.
They're saying it's packed with that specific that
interesting smell.
Whoa. Whoa. There's a lot of spice.
I like them.
You know what's funny? They look like those like communion wafers that they have at churches. They give to people, but I don't think they
Those
put
are good.
spices.
They have a weird.
Cameron
they have
really does not like these.
I
a
have
big no
Christmas
from her.
yet.
It's interesting. It's not a flavor that I'm used to. It's all different.
It's weird.
you
I
know?
like it. It's got a slightly weird taste to it, but it's not off-putting.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
not
it.
bad. It's different. I've something I've never tasted before. So that's got something going for it. That it's something I've never tasted before. But It's not great, but it's not bad either.
It's like
It's alright.
you have a thing of crackers, and then you have all the spices in your spice drawer, and they're all like loosened.
Mhm.
So whenever you go to like put some on your crackers, everything just falls into it. So it's just all, it's like all your spices mixed in. That's super, super. You can taste it.
I think they taste a little bit like a little bit slightly stale sour cream and onion chips. But just slightly. Still good.
Okay, so now we're gonna go with same company, same type of thing, just a different flavor.
Mm.
So I think that's a couple pages back. Next page.
There.
Yep, right here. This is Ochre Crispy Paneer Sogan Cheese and Onion Cracker Chips. So we'll just open this up, try it out. Like I said, it's the same concept, the same shape and everything, the same company, just a different flavor of these little cracker things.
So apparently Baharat, the last chip we tried, literally means spices
Ooh.
in Arabic.
That makes sense.
So a fun fact about that last chip.
This is our cheddar chip.
You like that one? So it's not okay. So you don't really like the texture or the.
It tastes like a cheddar chip on a cracker.
Oh, I like that one.
That one's alright.
That one's pretty good.
That one's less like impactful on the
It's a little
taste
more
buds.
subdued.
Yeah. A little easier on the taste buds.
I don't know if the cracker tastes.
I do
a little
like
bit
these.
different,
These are good.
The actual cracker tastes different than the last one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably why I like it more, because it reminds me more of crackers that we have here, because they're cheddar flavored.
So, brief background on these. 1954, two brothers named Sabri and Asim started a tiny biscuit bakery in Istanbul after they fled Crimea. And then in 1965, they opened a factory to make cookies and crackers. And in 1974, they opened another, this time for chocolate. And today, they're the largest food manufacturer in all of Turkey with over 41,000 employees. So kind of a rags to riches kind of story for these guys.
Alright, so moving on, we got another little snack
Oh yeah,
They're all little
here.
sweets.
So,
right here.
Ondul Kebab, corn snack with grilled kebab flavor. So, I'm not exactly sure what makes a kebab in Turkey or anywhere that's a kebab. I'm not sure what the flavor profile is on that, but I guess we'll find out. I think it's obviously it's like a meat thing, meat and some spices and everything. So we'll see what this tastes like. This will be something new. So I'm just saying that because I don't know in terms of if they're trying for authentic kebab flavor, if they're gonna nail it, because I don't know what kebab tastes like. But we'll try it out. These are interesting shaped little things.
Looks like a packing peanut.
That's like yeah. It looks like a little packing
Smells
peanut. Smells like a packing peanut.
No, it tastes like a packing peanut. It tastes like a packing peanut.
There's no flavor to it.
Mm.
It's very bland.
It's like a
How did those brothers get so famous with that?
That was the last snack.
That was
the
the
last one? Oh.
that was the Crispies.
These people are not that successful.
Yeah, it's just like it needs something. It just tastes like nothing.
They need to like
I need some of that.
they need to triple down on their seasoning.
Yeah. And
I didn't even taste any seasoning.
It tastes like a Rice Krispie with like just a Rice Krispie. No
Ooh,
milk,
Rice
no
Krispie.
no milk, no sugar, no nothing. Just tastes like you're eating Rice
you
Krispies.
need some of that one spice that was what was it called?
Alright. So now we'll move on. This should be interesting. We have next page. Ulker Susami Kubuk Cracker. Sesame seed coated cracker sticks. Thank you for that, Elena. So, try these out. I feel like these are probably going to be not very flavorful either because they're like sesame seed cracker sticks. I guess it's kind of looks like what their version of like a pretzel stick would be, but it's like sesame seeds instead of like, you know. There you go.
Interesting. It's got some flavor. It tastes like a pretzel.
I don't know.
Don't like it?
Mm-hmm.
You are not liking this box at all, are you? So far, it hasn't been great, but maybe they're one of the places where their savory snacks are better than their, salty snacks. So we're just trying the salty right now. They're not doing a good job on the salty end, but maybe they'll make up for it in the later part. But these are okay. Yeah, they taste like pretzels. Just sesame seeds. Yeah, they're fine. That's what I'm saying. Everything's been kind of fine, but nothing's been like, oh wow, this is amazing.
That last chip, I was trying to find out what it needed. They needed more baharat.
Baharat, that was the spice.
That was the spice they needed.
The Turkish spice
Yeah.
that everything needs. Alright, I think that's it for the salty. So I think we're moving on to the kind of savory. Oh man, they got a lot of ooh.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try this thing here.
The enjoy.
So, what we got in here is next page. There we go. Torku Enjoy Cake. Chocolate and vanilla sponge cake with orange filling. Interesting. That sounds
sweet.
That sounds like that should be good.
It's a sweet, not savory.
So while Donnie's doing that, just the sesame pretzel things that we had. Just basically I talked about how the sesame thing is used in almost every dish. Using all the cuisines, and from halva to hummus to tahini. The most iconic dish is simit, which is a Turkish bagel coated from top to bottom with toasted sesame seeds.
It's like a
So
sweet
basically it just talks about how sesame seeds are important part of Turkish cuisine. And a brief note on this one that we're doing right now. Thank you.
Good.
Careful, it's falling apart.
It is falling apart.
Very spongy.
It's a sponge cake.
It's good.
Yeah, so this moist, rich cake is swirled with vanilla and chocolate cake batter, then filled with citrus jam. Keks, cakes in Turkish are the country's most popular ready-to-eat snacks. It was most traditionally baked at home. Turkish snack manufacturers work hard to make their products taste as close as possible to the treat that come out of ovens across the country.
I can say why those are popular. Those are really good. I don't really usually like blending citrus or like fruits with, chocolate and stuff, but they have just the right amount of balance between the sugary and the citrusy, so that was really good. That was
Yeah,
good
one's
balance.
not too overpowering.
Exactly. It's like enough of a sweetness to make you, really enjoy it, but then it's got enough of a citrus to be kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
So it's good. Alright, let's move on to this little guy. This looks interesting.
KFC?
Yeah, so KFC?
KFC?
That's
KFC,
funny.
really?
If that's pronounced KFC, that's hilarious. But I'm gonna call it KFC. KFC Fistikli Caesari. Turkish delight with carrot, pistachio, and coconut. Interesting. Carrot, pistachio, and coconut. See how those three things mix together. Carrot, pistachio, and coconut. All three things on their own are really good. Let's see how they are when they're all mixed together. So I think this is like a gelatin type of thing. Yeah.
Apparently this,
Gelatin.
the version of this delight, this treat, is made specifically in Gaziantep, a city located close to Iraq and Syria. And it's a snack that many folks who live in the southernmost section of Turkey enjoy every day. So
Okay.
apparently this is a very common snack.
So this is a snack more on the Middle Eastern part of Turkey, not the European side. This has more of a Middle Eastern type.
It tastes like the stuff that's in the middle of fig
The
Newton.
southernmost, yeah. That's not bad.
It's just gluten where it doesn't have figs in it, so it can't be that.
All things considered, with all those carrot, coconut, I had bad expectations going in, and that doesn't taste that bad. I can see where people eat it a lot.
I think the good thing about it is none of those three things is really overpowering. You don't get a lot of pistachio, you don't get a lot of coconut, you don't get a lot of carrot. They're kind of subdued, and they all come together pretty well.
I feel like if you're a health nut, for some reason, I feel like a lot of people would eat these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can see these wrappers everywhere in like some like hiker's bag or something like that.
Right.
That's their Hidden Valley.
Yeah.
Is it Hidden Valley? No, it's not Hidden Valley Ranch. Whatever the granola bar company is.
Nature Valley?
Nature Valley.
You
Okay.
live here and you don't know that.
Let's
Okay,
try.
healthy food.
Fool.
Let's try. Looks like
It's a Twinkie.
a Twinkie.
It's a variation of
Let's
a Twinkie.
find out what it is. It is called a Today Goldie's Milk and Honey sponge cake with milk and honey cream. So it's like a Twinkie, but instead of like the vanilla cream that's inside, it's a milk and honey cream.
And that,
So it'll be
that's why it
interesting.
looks like a bee.
Yep, yeah, it's got like a little bee looking thing on it. It's got like honeycomb. It's cute. Cute little bee.
So,
Ew.
here's two.
Mhm.
Fun fact.
Oh my goodness, I can smell the honey from here.
I did not know
Just
this.
open it up.
Just
Oh my
learned this by
goodness.
reading it. Turkey
Smells
apparently is the
amazing.
second largest honey producer on the planet, but
Huh.
because domestic demand is so high, barely any of it is exported. So we can't blame the Turks for saving their money for themselves. They've got some truly amazing varieties. Most sought after is pine honey with a dark color and mild sweetness, perfect for breakfast.
Good for them.
Add that to the bucket list.
This smells so much like honey. It's amazing.
So-
Right when I opened up the bag, I could smell the honey.
So basically, if you want Turkish
Love
honey,
I didn't get
you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get
Just more.
Turkish honey.
Just
Thank you. This looks delicious.
Yeah, they keep it to themselves, so that way they can,
That makes my tummy
just,
happy.
Oh, I don't like that.
Winnie the Pooh would love these.
I love these.
If you like honey, you'll like these. I don't think they like honey very much, but me and him love honey, so this is right up our alley. If you like honey, order these from Turkey because, like Randy said, they keep the honey to themselves so that they can conserve it with, the honeybee population dwindling all over the world. So order these
Honey lasts forever. Basically.
because these are amazing. These are really good. If you like honey, get these.
There's a honey out there called Deli Bal, also known as Mad Honey, and if you eat it, it gives you hallucination.
Nice. That's my type of honey.
And then there's Elvish honey, which is the most expensive honey in the world
Maybe
because it's
Elvis.
extracted from the walls of 6,000 foot deep Turkish caves. So, honey, if you're going to Turkey, I would recommend asking about some honey because that's some pretty cool stuff.
Seems like they know what they're doing with the honey
Yeah,
over there.
I agree.
Alright, so we have something else from KFC here.
KFC.
Oh wait, I think it was
No, that was it. You're right.
KFC Antep Fistikli. Fruit leather triangles with fruit molasses and pistachio.
I
Hope
like
we get some
Interesting.
leather in there.
A lot of fruit. Looks like they got some grapes. Maybe that's what the fruit is, because it's got a picture of grapes on it, so I'm guessing it's.
I like fruit leather.
You know what that is?
Yeah, it's like kind of like the apricot.
Oh my
snack.
goodness. This looks so weird. I was
Looks
not
like
expecting. What the heck? It's
Oh, yeah,
so
so-
weird looking. Look at that.
It's like weird wontons.
Yeah, that's. Those like little weird Chinese footballs. It's
They
weird,
put
weird
on top of
texture.
Yeah, it's
I've never had this like stuff, like the fruit leather or whatever you're
Well,
talking
they're not
about.
usually, it's not usually served like that. They usually serve like just the fruit leather.
So,
Pull it apart.
while Donnie's doing that, 99.8%
Oh wait, is it just like rolled up and
turkey
everything? You just kinda-
celebrates Ramadan, so they do like that fasting.
It's
Pretty
probably-
sure
it's
everyone
probably
that's
must be just
familiar
like that.
with Ramadan knows that they fast. So after the fast, they have
Yeah,
this
it's just
holiday
vegan roll.
called Eid al-Fitr and celebrated by eating the best of Turkey's treats and sweets. And
It's a lot of fruit leather in there.
there's a holiday called Sakir Bayrami, which
Oh,
is
crap,
holiday of
that's sweet.
sweets. And
Definitely
this
tastes
is
like
one of
leather.
them that they eat. So
Oh. I don't wanna try.
Don't even want to try?
Yeah, I actually like it.
Don't like it?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to chew.
It's
so
drenched.
leathery.
It's drenched in molasses and filled with crumbly ground antep, which is pistachios.
Not bad. It
Ah.
is chewy.
It's extremely chewy.
I don't mind it. It's okay.
It's not bad. It's just it's hard
It's
to
different. It's weird. Yeah.
It's like eating a tasty belt.
A belt with some flavor to it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Alright, now we'll move on to cookies.
Yes.
Lush Tahina sesame paste filled cookies. Here we go with the sesame again.
eat. Lush.
Is that the right
That
one?
would be interesting. Sesame paste.
Some kind of lipstick.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Some kind
I
of
think
lipstick.
it's
Lush.
With a
Calvin Klein.
So tahini is a thick, creamy paste of ground sesame seeds. Again, sesame seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Basically the equivalent of peanut butter, except more versatile.
These are like the wafer thing. Not the cherry.
These are served at a lot of cafes.
The outside's fine. I don't care for the filling.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
I don't care for the filling.
I like it.
I don't really care for cookies that are really much like this. I mean, they're like when you get those Cracker Barrel. Is it Cracker Barrel?
Get the butter.
Those like cookies that come in the tin. The tin thing. What are those called?
Oh, the shortbread cookies?
Yeah, shortbread. It's good. That's basically what these are. Those
Yeah.
are good, but like at a certain extent. But the filling kind of takes away from that a little bit.
These are good. I really like these.
I do get the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Like thing. That's their version of peanut butter.
I don't
It's
like
pretty
the-
good.
I don't like the peanut butter.
I like it. It's not too sweet, so if you want something that's, kind of like more savory, but not too,
Yeah.
It's not peanut butter,
Overpowering.
it's sesame seed.
it's not bad.
It's like
I would eat these.
it's like one of those
This said it perfectly.
cracker snacks.
Read that right there, Donnie. Said it perfectly. Turkish equivalent of a what?
A nutter butter. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Exactly.
Nutter butter. That's cool.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
man.
now we'll go same company, same, type of snack. It's still cookies, different flavor. This is Lush Cocoa Cream Mosaic Cookies. Mosaic cookies with chocolate cream filling. So I think this will be the one you look for if you want something a little bit more on the sweet side. Whereas the other one was, not quite as overly sweet, but this one I think will be a little bit more sweet. So let's try these. They're cute. They got the little.
It looks like I'm having a terrible time getting names of candies.
Circus?
Like those hard candies.
Oh yeah, like the little cooked or the
Mints?
cream savers.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to Karen while she's putting Elena in the carrier.
So, apparently chocolate isn't so big in Turkey. So they've had to kind of serve as like the bridge between the imports of chocolate and stuff like that. Between Europe and Asia. So Turkey is often the first country in the Middle East to hear about European innovations
Right.
and turn them into something unique. Venus, the company that makes them, has only been in business for 4 years. They've put a totally new spin on Europe's chocolate, and the cookie shell has a unique vanilla and chocolate swirl, while the inside is filled with delightful chocolate.
Chocolate.
So it's a fairly new company. So we're actually tasting them.
Yeah.
They've done
the
it pretty good.
filling is like extremely chocolatey.
That's
It's
really
not-
good.
Really, it's not dry like a lot of cookie fillings. Like it's actually like
Wet.
It tastes
Wet
like those
chocolate.
straw, those chocolate straw things,
Oh yeah.
but condensed down into a cookie form. Which I'm not complaining about. It's pretty good.
I like those.
All right. So now we get to the wafer, the token wafer that comes in every box. Seems like every country has some sort of wafer. So
it's easy.
that. These particular wafers are
I'll
called.
take this. I'm gonna eat a cookie.
They're called something. Where are they? The last page. Okay, yep. Tofu Gaufret Sifte Lizette Caramelli Findic. Caramel and hazelnut cream wafer. That's a mouthful. Or just call them Gaufret. I don't know if that's just Gaufret.
Go Fret. Go
My
Fret.
goodness. Caramel and hazelnut cream wafer. So like I said, every country that we have done has had some sort of wafer thing.
Columbia had a wafer.
I think they did. It was a coffee one.
Let's copy everything.
Yeah, they had like coffee everything. I'm pretty sure they had a
Knock
coffee.
on wood, we haven't had a coffee that we had today.
I know one of them did. Was that Korea or Columbia?
Let me see the book again. Find out a fun fact while you're dishing them out.
Oh, they smell nice. They smell already.
Hazelnut and caramel.
That sounds like a good combination.
What is it?
Hazelnut and caramel's good.
Go fret means wafer.
Okay, there you go.
And then there's Sifte Lizette, which translates to double flavor. So that's like kind of the double stuffed
Okay.
thing that they're going with. And Caramelle and Findic, caramel and hazelnut. So
So it kind
caramelle.
of translates to double stuffed wafers.
But
I
what
like
about
these.
the small green circle in the center?
Ooh.
You'll find the words Turkey del Ilk or First in Turkey Bingo.
Oh yeah, that's right here.
It's the first wafer in Turkey to feature a unique caramel hazelnut cream combo.
I like these. These are very good. These are my favorite wafers that I've had so far. Out of all the countries,
I
this is the
think
best one.
they're able to come apart, which is how I like to eat wafers.
Mm.
They pull them apart.
I like the double thing that they did. That's really cool.
Those are really good.
Alright.
I really like those. Okay.
3 layers are crispy. It's got chocolate hazelnut cream as an additional layer.
Alright. Now we're something that caught my eye when I first opened the box. It looks like it'll be good. Tatsan soft nougat. Soft chocolate nougat with hazelnuts. This looks like it's gonna be good. Soft nougat, chocolate, hazelnuts. That just sounds like delicious.
That's cool.
That's what that sounds like.
The small coastal city of Ordu in Turkey is the hazelnut capital of the world.
That's probably why there's a lot of hazelnut stuff.
It produces 40% of the world's hazelnut,
They can keep
Wow.
which means
This
the
is per-
country
I don't know what is this.
40%, and then another 40, an additional 40% gets another 40% of the hazelnut from the world is also from Turkey. So Turkey as a whole produces 80% of the world's hazelnuts.
Wow. No wonder they have so much hazelnut stuff in here. And I like hazelnuts.
Are you sure that-
Hazelnuts are what, what's that stuff?
What?
That chocolate spread.
Or
Nutella? That's what Nutella's made out of.
So you can thank Turkey for
Thank
Nutella.
Turkey for Nutella, all you people out there who like Nutella.
Sometimes I thought it was really
It's just like a brownie, but not
Nothing
as
on
good
it.
brownie. You know, it's take off to me for some reason.
It's not as sweet as I was expecting it to be.
it's more chewy.
Yeah. It's kind of subdued.
I was
Like, you'd
expecting
think
like a
it was like-
Snickers bar.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
But-
I feel like they're holding back.
I don't like
It's
it.
not bad, but it could be a little sweeter. I think if you're gonna eat something like this, it should be a little sweeter. You should get a little bit more reward for eating
Is
it.
it
But
hazelnuts, right?
Huh?
Is it hazelnuts?
Yeah.
I don't like hazelnuts.
So far, I mean, outside of the wafers, just kind of a brief overview. Nothing's really blowing me away.
well,
man.
we'll move on. Oh boy.
Oh,
I was excited about this, but now I found out what it is. The Today Cherry Donut. Chocolate donut with cherry jelly. Like I said, I'm not really a huge fan of chocolate mixed with like fruit, but maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised with this.
Why don't we give Turkey credit for a lot of food? I'm reading this. Turkey's the biggest cherry producer in the world.
We get a lot of food from Turkey.
They pick
I
over.
mean, they keep their honey, but still.
They pick their honey. They produce 80% of the
I
hazelnuts.
mean, we're probably the first.
They use a lot of sesame seed.
They're the number 2 producing honey. Number
Number-
2 producing country that produces honey.
Number
The
one.
number
hazelnut,
1 in hazelnut.
and now number 1 in cherry.
Man.
800 tons of cherries per year.
Okay, so this thing kind of fell apart.
Next
thank
closest
the,
is the U.S. with 300,000.
Whoever shipped this, or like what, whoever delivered it. I think it was FedEx, but either way.
No, it's the post office.
Okay,
I
so this
know
kind of
what
fell
it is,
apart, but you can get the spirit of it.
You
Apparently,
can definitely tell the cherry and the chocolate. It's not bad. It's just if you like chocolate and cherries together, you like this.
so apparently, this was voted in on Facebook by a lot of fans from the Young Bucks, and it beat out their original choice that they were gonna put in here, which was banana.
Huh.
I'm glad they put the cherry in here though. I feel like the banana would have been okay with the chocolate.
If I had known about this vote, I probably would have voted for the banana.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Banana.
I'm glad I learned that about.
Some banana flavored thing.
I'm glad I learned that about the cherries though. That's pretty sweet.
Like medicine.
Like medicine, yeah. Kind of. It would be fine if it didn't have the cherry filling. I don't understand why they keep trying to
Yeah,
force
I mean, it'd be it's
fruit
fine,
and
but
chocolate together.
It's fine, but it'd be better if it was just chocolate.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. It's like putting mint with chocolate. Just leave them in their separate categories. They're fine on their own. Don't mix them together. Anybody who likes mint and chocolate is not a human being. Not meant. You're not meant to put those two things together.
Not meant
I don't
to.
understand.
Yeah,
Mm,
it is. Handsome and funny one.
Okay, so now we have assorted Turkish delight. Rose, lemon, or is it rosé? Rosé. Rose, lemon, and orange flavored Turkish delight. There you go. There's these little guys here. Oh, look, a box inside a bag. And then what? Open it up. And there's another box. Oh boy, it's got some powder. Okay. So here's a lemon for you. A
That's weird.
pink for you.
Pink. Pink flavor.
Rose. That's rose flavored, I think. There you go.
Oh,
It's fine. What are those like gumdrops?
Yeah.
What are they called?
Yeah,
Just
gumdrops.
gumdrops. I don't care for them. I don't care for gumdrops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frosting's good, or the
Powder?
powder's good.
it's a very. I won't go into the full depth of the story behind this fruit because it's very deep. It said it goes back 300 years. Basically, a sultan he had a lot of wives and he wanted to impress them all. So he got his whole around them
You come up with?
to craft the next big sweet, and they ended up coming up with this. And basically, they mixed corn sugar syrup with starch and cooked it for 6 hours.
Like somebody got beheaded.
Yeah, and then infused it with rose petals and cut it into cubes.
This is
a
the
rose.
best that they could come up with.
Yeah. Oh.
Like I said,
This
somebody
is
got-
why
somebody
you
got
should
beheaded.
only marry one person. Because then you just come up with one idea, and if it's bad, then you don't do it.
But
And you just
the wives liked it.
see, and that's he married the wrong people. All these women, they didn't even marry the right one.
And then some guy from Britain brought them to Europe and started calling them the Turkish delight, which is why they're called
What's
the
that
Turkish
saying
delight.
about if you had a group of men trying to design a horse and then it was a camel or something?
Yeah,
Something like that. Some weird saying. That's kind of that. This is a camel
like-
of a candy.
It's not bad.
It's
but
not bad, but it's like
You
could
could
do
do
better.
a horse is better than
you
a
could do
camel,
better. You could do
but
better.
You could do better.
All right, now we have these things, which I don't actually. save these for last because I think they're like mints. So they have to stay in your mouth. We'll open up the yum bag. The yum bag for
Yum
this
bag.
week. Here's the yum bag.
And we're here to eat you. Yum bag.
It's our yum bag jingle. We worked really hard on it.
Don't be such a yum bag.
Okay, so this comes with, what's it, two different snacks.
Alright, so we're done with those. Did we try these?
So, no, those are gonna be,
Oh, you need
save
the
for
tofu
last.
fix.
So I think they're on the last page. Yep.
Tofu fix.
So, Tofix Mellow Mellow, soft milk candy with pear and orange flavor. A lot of these countries, like they'll do, like the last one we did, like they do milk.
Yeah.
Thing. I'm wondering if that's what they call cream. Because like here we call it like cream flavored.
It's a chewy
like,
candy.
maybe it's like milk.
It's not a hard
It's
candy.
cream.
Chewy
Yeah,
candy.
it's a chewy soft milk with pear and orange. So I was gonna have.
So listen to this. Ready?
Yourself.
The country, Turkey, ranks in the top 10 of production of both pears, oranges, cherries, figs, apricots, and pomegranates.
Man, they got some
Turkey
fertile soil out in Turkey, man. I'm telling
Is,
you.
if you want fruit, if you're ever a farmer and you're producing fruit out in Turkey, you are going to make a killing.
Man, like, I guess if you like food, go to Turkey because they grow everything. So you're getting like fresh everything.
Well, Turkey
Fresh
was also,
honey, fresh hazelnuts,
you know why that
fresh
is.
Can't forget the
pears,
honey
fresh
there.
oranges. Ridiculous.
Turkey was part of what historians now call the Fertile Crescent,
There you go. Fertile crescent, fertile land, makes sense.
which is where humans first began farming since 11,000 years ago.
I guess that, that explains it. And they're still doing it today. So nice to see that they were able to cultivate it and keep it going.
And 30% of the country's employment, agriculture.
There you go. So if you're an out of work farmhand or something, working in the fields, you like doing that kind of stuff, move to Turkey. Because you'll be able to find a job.
I'm really not surprised though, after I totally blanked on the Middle East part being part of the Fertile Crescent. So I didn't put the two and two together.
Mm.
But that makes more sense, and these are really good. They're really good.
I like these. Mm-hmm.
They're like the footsies, but better.
Mm-hmm. We like it.
Those are really
Very good. Okay, so now the other thing that came in the yum bag, Toffix Mastic, soft chewy candy with mastic flavor.
Same company.
Explain what mastic is.
Mastic? I would love to do that. Mastic is harvested almost exclusively on Chios, an island off of the western coast of Turkey. While most of the planet remains mastic-less, everyone who's ever accompanied Chios has developed an affinity for the rare resource.
Nope.
What?
It's a woody flavor. They said it's a woody flavor.
Perfect. So,
Yeah.
It gets put in ice cream and coffee.
Oh my goodness.
Nope. I bet like 3
That's
times
not
and
right.
I'm done.
And they said it's extremely, extremely
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah, that is horrible. That is probably one of the worst things we've ever tasted in
Oh
one of
my
these.
god.
They're saying mastic
Oh
is
my
basically a woody. It's a woody flavor. It tastes like
Yeah, it
wood.
tastes like you just bit into the side of a tree.
You need to
That's
taste
what
that.
it tastes like.
Eat.
Okay.
Stop. Talk
Okay.
and eat it.
I just want to know why it's so bitter. The initial bitterness and light, piney aftertaste makes you the flavor either absolutely love or totally hate. Give this chewy mastic candy a try, then decide how fantastic really
Grab a
mastic
water.
it is. I'm scared.
Oh my goodness.
Every time.
Oh. That. Wow. That is so
Did
bad.
anybody actually
I'm not gonna tell you
swallow it?
what it tastes like. I'm gonna let you determine what it tastes like. All I'm gonna say is bad. Just taste. Just you gotta chew a little bit.
They said you get like 3. I got like 3 bites. Who likes it? Bleh.
That's exactly.
Like I want to swallow it, but
Oh my goodness.
it smells like
it's
someone. Just like like those pine needles, like the sticky
Yeah.
ones. It smells like someone just shoved them all in your mouth, and then it's like.
It just feels like you bit the side of a tree.
Karen has like this stuff that it's kind of like Vicks, but
Uh.
like it's not really like a cream.
Like
It's like
finger rub?
it's like an oil that you rub on your chest and everything. She said it tastes like that. So it's not something. It doesn't taste like something that's edible. It tastes
It's
like
like
medicine
Yeah.
that you put on your body, not medicine
water?
that you drink. Yeah, I got water.
Okay.
That is wow.
That's
Hats
probably-
off to anybody who eats that stuff and likes it. I don't understand how you. Wow,
That's kind of like our grandma eating
Ooh.
that ginger candy the one time. I think that
Yeah.
makes it. I think that's
That's
what it
This
works.
is
This is the
this
worst
is
thing I've ever tasted.
terrible.
That's one of the worst things I've ever tasted.
I'm not trying to like insult turkey. A lot of your other stuff is really good, but I don't know who. I hope the person who. I mean, obviously they didn't get fired because you still produce this stuff. But oh my, what is the market for this? That's
That's a
ridiculous.
very
It's
rare-
so bad.
It's rare, but like.
I mean, the fact that it's rare does not mean you have to keep eating it. This is let it be. Okay, these look like dinner mints. We'll kind of end this. Hopefully, this cleanses our palate a little bit.
Oh. Yeah. I know
So
what that is.
this is Mavlana Sakari. Sugar candies in strawberry, bergamot, and orange chocolate flavor. So I don't know what flavor this is, but yeah, I guess we'll try these out.
Okay, so they say it looks like they're mints, but they're totally different.
Oh, they're like dinner mints.
They're one of Turkey's oldest and most favorite candies.
It smells like a
Alright.
like pine sol, like
It releases one of three
lime
flavors.
pine sol.
If your package is red,
Okay.
if your package is red, expect oh so sweet strawberry. Orange chocolate sugarness awaits. And silver, your candy is flavored with bergamot, the citrus oil that gives Earl Grey tea its flavor.
So we got the worst one basically.
Yeah.
I would have preferred the strawberry or the orange chocolate, but I guess we get this, so whatever.
This is
All are
weird.
equally sweet.
I don't.
What is this?
It's not bad, but for me, I'd be able to eat that. Like it's something you could have in your mouth, like a mint that takes a little bit to eat.
So
They'll occupy you. For
I'm
a
really
few minutes.
disappointed. I would have preferred the strawberry or the orange chocolate. That's not good. And I'm wondering if maybe some of it's the residual from the last snack we tried. But this box did not end on a very strong note. Turkey, what are you doing? You got some good stuff, but man, you got some really weird stuff too.
Come on, they have one of my favorite things ever. In the honey.
Yeah, that's what I'm
honey.
saying. There's such. It's not like this with turkey. It's like this. This is how it goes. It's either really good or really bad. They don't keep it steady.
So
Oh boy.
the Konya, which is where it's made, is the sugar center of Turkey, and it's one of the few places that can actually grow sugar beets. And shocker, it's the fifth largest producer of sugar beets in the world.
Interesting.
Every year,
Okay.
900,000 farmers cultivate the beets.
Once again, Fertile Crescent. There you go. Alright, let's vote.
I can see someone like sucking on this after dinner though.
Alright, we're gonna have some little handheld action. Karen's gonna grab the camera and film with her hand. So, alright, so let's vote. Get this, finish this here.
I feel like I want more.
Alright,
like I
let's
need
start
more.
over here.
Disappointed me.
Shane, what was the best?
The honey Twinkie.
Honey Twinkies
Obviously.
for Shane is the best. So we'll put a little SK there. What was the second best? The
pretzel, or like
the spicy little cracker sticks.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll put that second best. Shane, what was the worst?
Worst, obviously. These were
The toffee mastic. Gonna have to leave some space here because I feel like everybody's gonna put that. What was the weirdest?
the weirdest. Probably like ketchup. Ketchup chip things.
Okay. Ketchup chips Alright, put that down here. Okay, SK. Randy, best.
I'm gonna say the lush tahini.
The
Sesame paste.
Cookie, sesame paste cookies.
Chocolate one.
Alright,
Please.
okay, okay. What was the second best, Randy?
Second best, I'm going with the Toffix Mellow Mellow.
Okay, good. Fix mellow.
It was these things. It was the yellow ones. The yellow.
Oh, the yellow one.
okay.
Right here. This
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Worst.
The worst.
You know what to do.
Yep. That Toffix mastic. Oh my goodness. And the weirdest.
The weirdest, I'm going to go with the. I know what it is. I'm just trying to find out what it's called. The. Where is it? It's like the leather one.
Oh. Keep going. That one.
Yeah. The fruit leather the KFC
KFC.
Antipistically. The fruit leather triangles with fruit molasses and pistachio.
Alright, Karen, what was your best?
This one.
The Toffix Mellow was the best for Karen.
I like this.
So, let's go here. Karen. What was the second best?
That. Mhm.
Second best was
Wafers.
yeah, that's good stuff. The wafers.
It was close. I almost put those in second.
What was the worst? That one? Okay. And the weirdest? This one?
Mhm.
The minty or the what did the last thing that we tried?
The last thing it was called Mevlani Sakiri. Sugar or the bergamot.
Sounds like
Yeah.
an anime character.
Alright, and
Blind
for
is
me, my best were the wafers. Those were delicious. DK there. The second best, I would have to go with the honey Twinkies.
Yeah. They didn't like it.
The worst, I will agree with everybody else.
I
I
think
still,
it's
got
sweet.
that, I still have that taste in my mouth.
I think it's a prize.
Yeah,
it's a
it
garbage
won't not
can.
leave. And the weirdest, I will probably have to agree with Randy. That fruit leather thing.
Yeah.
See,
That was the weirdest. Not saying it was
KFC
really bad, but it was just weird. I've never seen something like that before. And for the first time, we all put the same snack for a category. We all thought that these abominations, these were the worst.
that's the worst thing I've
Just
ever
that's the worst. Congratulations. This is the worst thing. I think we're all in agreement. This is the worst thing that we've had so far of any box. I think we've been doing this for 4 months,
5 months.
5 months. This is the worst one we've had so far. So congratulations, Turkey. You've got the worst snack so far.
But-
So yeah,
You also have these, and that is amazing.
I wouldn't say that's the best I've had so far,
No,
but
but
it's
that's-
up there. So you kind of, like I said, you kind of go up and down like this. This is the worst thing.
I don't know. I
Ever.
feel like turkey held back on me a little bit.
I
I feel like the
was-
potential for snacks is so much greater. And
Now
I
that
feel a little bit
Not
let
really, because a lot of the foods that they get aren't really snack
They
flavors.
should focus all their attention on fruit. They have a lot of fruit.
I mean, knowing that they are so fertile and they grow so much stuff, I feel
Country's
like
fertile.
they
are
fertile.
the ground is fertile and it brings forth. That's what fertile means. That dirty mind.
Dirty.
But yeah, considering that, like I'd think that the snacks would be a lot more flavorful.
Right.
Like a lot more, there'd be a lot more punch. But a lot of it was kind of bland.
Yeah, like I said, they held back.
Like they really held
Maybe they're
back. They
still-
they could have done so much more. They're doing okay, but I feel like there's a lot more potential for more.
Right.
So, yeah, so that's turkey. Again, like I said, I don't understand what you guys are doing. Figure it out. Put a little bit more, effort into flavor. Good flavor. not these things. Get rid of these. Stop putting the energy that you're putting into these and focus it on like putting more chocolate and sugar and stuff. But yeah, so that's turkey. So thanks everybody for joining us.
How can they get this?
If you want to get Universal Yums, you can go to universalyums.com, or you can search on Google for Universal Yums. It'll be the first thing that shows up, and you can get 3 different size boxes. This is the biggest box. You can also get one that's a little bit smaller, and it comes with 12 snacks, or you can get the smallest box that comes with 6. But I highly recommend getting it. It's definitely something I look forward to every month, something we all look forward to every month. So, and again, I'm looking forward to what we get next month. So that's turkey. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next month.